if you could summon any thing or guy or like monster, just generally in your daily life,
Ooh.
what it would be?
The goose from Untitled Goose Game.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Just to steal random stuff.
Yeah, just steal my shit. Eat my homework.
I'm so sorry the goose stole my homework.
It's like, that's been your excuse every day for the... I'm like, the goose is here. And he doesn't care. He's got to check off his little list. He wrote it in his little cursive.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Welcome to Simple and Clean, a Kingdom Hearts podcast. I'm Mischa Stanton.
And I'm Mayanna Berrin.
Today we're going to be talking about summons.
Hell yeah, baby. Summons.
Summons are the part of the Kingdom Hearts game where you get a little guy to come help you out in a moment of need.
And it's sometimes not as exciting as you think it would be.
Oh, yeah?
Sometimes it's really exciting.
Okay.
Sometimes it's Bambi.
You didn't like Bambi?
I love that Bambi is there. I love Bambi as a character. They're so cute.
Yeah.
Thank you for the bubbles.
Yep.
But I love Bambi.
Yeah.
They're so cute. Nice time. But yeah, there were a couple summons that I'm like, you're not. Chicken Little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Chicken
well, that's
Little.
the elephant in the room of this episode, isn't
Yeah,
it? We'll get there in a
man.
minute. But summons generally in Kingdom Hearts, they are a separate section of the combat menu. And they're, moreover, like a way to include Disney characters in Kingdom Hearts that didn't get their own level.
Yeah, that it doesn't necessarily warrant doing the whole movie.
Right. But it allows Kingdom Hearts not just to feel like the 8 worlds and the 8 movies you're covering, but the whole of Disney canon. It fills in the cracks of it.
Yeah, it's like the places where Disney characters couldn't be in the kingdom, couldn't be, outside of the main plot of their world. And it's just fun to see them there. It's nice that they're there. It's really cute to see Sora hold Stitch up like he's a baby.
Yeah, there's always just a little cutscene where you see Sora and the character have one interaction before you go back to combat. And it's just very sweet and makes Sora feel like a friend to all.
Yes, and it's a nice, another nice thematic tie-in to the other big game release that year, Final Fantasy X.
Yeah. Yes. Well, Final Fantasy is where summoning comes from, and 10 made more narrative use of the concept than probably the rest of Final Fantasy combined.
Completely agree.
I've heard that Final Fantasy 16 also does kind of a similar thing.
And I'm surprised it took them this long to get here, but basically the premise of Final Fantasy 16 is that there are humanoid characters who can, via magical girl transformation sequence, turn into the summons.
Oh, cool.
Which is so sick. And
Yeah.
I can't believe it took 16 mainline games for them to do that idea.
Well, and especially because, Shin Megami Tensei has been doing it for decades.
Exactly.
So it's crazy.
Exactly. So that was a really I was like, oh, finally. I haven't played it yet. I want to. I've heard it's great.
All right.
But yeah, I love the premise of that, of we're going to transform into the summons. It's so cool.
Who's your favorite Kingdom Hearts summon?
It's probably Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
I love Tinkerbell so much. And she's also extremely helpful.
Yes.
Especially in late game where you're just getting wailed on constantly. She was invaluable to me during the Maleficent fight. You feel her absence in the Riku fight really badly.
That's not the only thing you feel during the Riku fight.
You feel every stage of grief feeling as well during the Riku fight. What about you? What's your favorite Kingdom Hearts summon?
I don't know. I like Simba.
Simba's great.
I'm a huge Lion King kid. That's my OG Disney fandom. And so for Kingdom Hearts 1, you're going to this world. I was a little disappointed that Lion King didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
And then Simba, the fact that Simba was still there, I was like, all right, it's got everything I need.
Yes.
I was satisfied with that.
Yes.
And his moves tend to be really powerful. They just tend to be
great.
really big smacks.
He's usually a big beefy summon. Fun throwback to our Kingdom Hearts merch episode. One of the action figures featured in the original line was Simba.
Hell yeah.
And it's funny because he's just a summon.
Yeah. But he's so powerful.
His presence.
And they really captured that in the way that he comes in, has a big loud area of effect thing, and then dips.
Yeah, it's great. And then in Kingdom Hearts 3, he's like a big mount.
Yeah, he's like a big fire lion you can ride.
It's really cool.
It's dope.
It's awesome.
So that's generally what summons are about. in Kingdom Hearts. They come over from Final Fantasy, where they are covered under the umbrella of magic, but are almost always separated out into its own specific school of magic.
It usually wipes your whole MP gauge to summon one of them.
If you even can. In some Final Fantasy games, your ability to summon things is limited to people who have the evoker job or the summoner job.
Yes. And especially in 10, when Yuna summons a creature, an Aeon, they're called, the rest of the party members dip off the map.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, you got this one, queen.
Yeah, they're all in Final Fantasy. Each different world has different names for them. Sometimes they're eons, sometimes they're espers.
Yes.
Sometimes they're icons.
Yes.
But it's all just summons.
Yeah, summons. And they're great, and I love them, and I think that there should be more utilization of them. We have a decent amount. It's always a big moment. It's always a big, like, cutscene worthy moment when a summon shows up.
Yeah, in Final Fantasy, and they started in Final Fantasy 3.
Yes.
In fact, I saw a cool fun fact that including summons in Final Fantasy 3 completely filled out the empty space on the cartridge. There was no more room.
Wow.
They needed all of the space to make the summon system exist.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's what contributed to Final Fantasy 3 taking so long to get to the States.
Oh.
Because, as we talked about in our JRPG episode, they needed to expand the text out because English is like lexically less dense than Japanese.
Whoa.
And so like they just didn't have the room to expand any of it. Like they were already crammed in Final Fantasy 3, which is why it took so long to get to America.
So long it was 3 games difference.
I know. Well, and the way they renamed Final Fantasy, we didn't even cover. Gosh,
I know.
Terrible. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Final Fantasy summons, it's always like you're asking an otherworldly being for aid in a critical moment, and they come in, they do one splashy thing, and then they leave.
Yeah. My time has come.
Yeah. And even though the worlds call them different things, and it's always has slightly different narrative justification, the names of the summon spirits are often carried through from game to game. So it's another one of those ways that Final Fantasy keeps the anthology consistent.
Yes, it's always fun to see who makes the cut.
Yeah.
Or who gets added.
Yeah.
Like the one that always trips me up in Final Fantasy VII Remake is the Chocobo summon. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
here?
that one, it doesn't feel on the level of the other, because in other games you get things like Bahamut and Ifrit and Shiva and these big like godly mythological Leviathan.
Yes.
These things that feel epic, and
Gods.
then you're like, and then a chocobo?
And sometimes it's fun because it's like a trample. It's like a stampede of chocobos. But in Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's just like a fat chocobo, which is also fun in its own way. It's just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the names of the spirits are pulled from different mythologies, like Leviathans from the Bible, Shiva obviously from Hinduism, Ifrit are like Middle Eastern fire spirits. Bahamut actually I think is like a Mesopotamian deity.
Yeah, that's like I think it's an offshoot of like Behemoth.
Yeah.
And he's so cool.
Yeah. He's
always
the classic
so
guy.
dope, yeah. And they're not Pokemon, but they are like their own pantheon that you get really excited to see.
Yeah.
And excited to collect and excited to have in your arsenal.
Well, I would say the Pokemon games are like, what if you made a JRPG that was only summons?
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
And it's great. People love that. It's very fun. They took that concept and ran with it. That's the thing about Final Fantasy. Like, some games have summons more or less important. Sometimes they're vital to the story. Sometimes they're just like, there's a guy who can summon stuff and it's fine.
I know. That my favorite interpretation of the summoner is from the Tactics Advanced games, because the outfit is adorable.
Yeah.
Especially the Viera. The Viera summoners are so cute, and they have a little unicorn horn headband.
So
and it's a nice time.
Why can't you buy that merch?
I know!
I'm going to find one for you.
Yeah! Come on, guys! Oh,
yeah. But even up to Final Fantasy 16, they remain an intrinsic part of the thing. So there's a long legacy of summons. So I think when they were moving over to Kingdom Hearts, they were like, and we're going to have summons.
It's awesome. And I think that it's like to give it the same cinematic magical experience that you get in Final Fantasy. It always feels like a big fun moment.
Yeah, well, and it's especially cool in Kingdom Hearts because in Final Fantasy, you're all in a line and it's turn-based, and sure, you get like one turn where the guy does a big thing. But in an action RPG like Kingdom Hearts, you summon them to the battlefield and then they're like a guy running around with you. And that's fun.
And they're fun little buddies, and they can't take damage. They exist in sort of this magical sprite fairy type, place.
Yeah, they're not quite in there with you, but it also, allows Disney to keep them safe and not kill characters for
the
children.
Essence of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, and it's a great place for characters that didn't necessarily make sense as full party members that could get hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can't defend themselves.
So that is the way in which Disney, I think, found a way that, or of course the two of them collaboratively, the Disney side of things really was like, oh, this will be a great place for brand synergy.
Yes.
It's a place to put more of our characters in front of the people.
Yes.
But in that translation, we went from summons as this godly presence that we have to beg for their aid to like just some guys who are helping out.
Can I call him a friend?
And in that way, it makes it feel slightly less important.
Yeah, and I would say that the thing about the summons in Final Fantasy is more often than not, they're there to do big damage.
Right.
Big damage.
Big splash, big fire, big blizzard, big flare.
Yeah, big elemental or big, agnostic damage.
Yeah, big giant hit.
Powerful hit. More often than not, the summons in Kingdom Hearts are there to give you a buff of some kind.
Yeah, they're a support role.
They're a support role. Some of them do slightly damage, but more often than not, like Bambi's thing, and sometimes the Chocobo summon does this too, is Bambi's thing is running around and magical bubbles replenish on the ground. So you have just like a nice replenish of magic.
Yeah.
Chicken Little, I think, throws a projectile. Mushu throws a projectile.
Yeah, I got a whole list. We're going to go through all of them.
But roll me through the list. Yeah.
But yes, I agree that like as opposed to in Final Fantasy, where a small thing begs a big thing for aid, and the small things get out of the way, and the big thing comes and hits and leaves. In Kingdom Hearts, it's always like Sora's still kind of calling the shots.
Yes.
It turns it from a big thing into a small thing, which it doesn't like take away from summons at all. I just thought it was an interesting concept.
And sometimes I think the summon also makes the party disappear, right? Like,
yeah. Usually it's like Goofy and Donald and whoever else take a back seat, and it's Sora hanging out with Mushu.
Unless
Sora
it's Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
It was interesting because when David was playing through Kingdom Hearts 1 for Are You Winning Son, he was running around the Maleficent fight, and he's like, I wonder if Tinkerbell can heal Donald and Goofy. And I was like, I don't think that he can. But if you stand next to them... It does. It gives you splash heal.
Yes, there's certain mechanics with healing your party members where, like, if you're healing yourself and you're standing next to Goofy, you can heal him too.
It's so funny.
I'm sure some like pro gamers have gamed out the exact distance mechanics.
They call it heal linking.
Yeah, I never.
That's my fake name for it.
Speedrun strats.
You got to heal link and then you got to slash push.
That's exactly how they talk. You nailed it.
Sorry for appropriating your culture, speedrunners.
Any percent, please heal me, Donald Run. I love the phrase any percent.
Any
I think that
is so real.
I say that in real life where people are like, oh yeah, I gotta go grocery shopping, like any percent meatless run.
I feel like Michael Hobbs said that on a podcast once where it was like learning life at any percent.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
Good
You're
job,
doing
Michael
life
Hobbs.
at any percent.
It's truly.
Yeah.
So good.
Thanks, speedrunners. Anyway, yeah.
So anyway, summons in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
So in Kingdom Hearts 1, where we first meet them, the narrative contrivance of how we get summons is that, like, as these worlds fall to darkness, as they fall to sleep, slumbering hearts from those worlds can become crystallized.
Yeah.
It's that good perp skirp from down up north. You get crystallized.
That's also, that's a Final Fantasy VI thing as well.
Perp skirp?
Not that, the crystallized.
Oh, got it.
Because the way that espers work in Final Fantasy VI is, Kafka's trying to get this thing called magicite, which are these little crystals, but it's like the essence of an esper trapped within a crystal.
Yeah, Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy adjacent properties love a crystal.
Me too. I too am a Final Fantasy property. I love a crystal.
Yeah, me too, but by way of Sailor Moon, I really love a crystal.
Oh, real?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was a big Sailor Moon kid.
Me too. Yes.
I'm going to throw that on the list for secret reports.
Oh my God,
quick.
please. Sailor Moon is a little bit Kingdom Hearts coded, I would say.
In that there are crystals.
There's crystals. Well, there are also the slumbering warriors within you have to awaken the Sailor Scouts.
That's true. that's true.
They're sent from another planet. Darkness is taking over.
They have rad elemental stabs.
The power of love. They're stealing hearts.
Ooh.
They're literally stealing hearts.
Okay, there's something to this. Donate to the Patreon so you can get the secret reports.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, so the hearts become crystallized when they slumber, and you can kind of find those crystals throughout the world, and you bring them to the fairy godmother, and she reawakens them to the people who they were.
And that's fucking awesome. Thanks, fairy godmother.
Yeah, shout outs to the fairy godmother doing some real work. I just watched Disney's Wish for the first time.
Oh.
And spoilers for Disney's Wish for anybody who was planning on watching it but hasn't yet. That's an origin story for the fairy godmother. So I like to imagine her in Kingdom Hearts.
Asha!
Cool. Yeah, Asha.
Yes, girl, in the robe. They'd be like, she put on the cloak.
Yeah, at the very I was the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the TV screen. Oh, that's the cloak! So yeah, that was cool.
Hell yeah.
So the summons in Kingdom Hearts 1 are as follows. Simba, Dumbo, Bambi, Mushu, Genie, and Tinkerbell.
Okay, fun. It's a good mix of protagonist of movie and sidekick of movie.
Yeah, it's sidekick of movie where we haven't met the protagonist yet, so Sora slots in, or it's hero of movie that wouldn't quite make its own level.
Yeah, not yet anyway.
That's what's going on with Dumbo. Like, I don't think you could have a whole Dumbo level.
No, because I think there's too much overlap with Prankster's Paradise. It's all just circus part.
Yeah.
Except for the pink elephants, which I think would be too scary.
Man, that would be a crazy level.
Yeah, the pink elephants nightmare sequence would have been a really that's an If I Ran the Zoo for sure.
That as the Psychonauts Black Velvet level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sick, awesome.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm back in. I'm back in. Oh, the mouse sidekick would have been a good.
Well, we talked about that.
Did we talk about it?
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah. Personally, I think the mouse has too much of an agenda.
He's got way too much of an agenda.
Whereas Jiminy's there to be morally correct.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, so Simba is like a big roar area of effect attack. Which is rad and powerful, but it's pretty slow.
Yes.
You pick up his heart from Leon in Traverse Town because he's Lionheart. He's the lion guy.
That's a good tie-in.
I think that's great.
That's really smart.
Everything about the Leonheart of it in Kingdom Hearts, I'm a fan.
I like that very much.
I like Leon. Why'd they call him that, not Squall? It doesn't. I don't
know.
We'll come back on Squall's episode.
Yeah.
Dumbo he blasts water from he trunk and he fly around.
He do fly around. Very cute.
Which is very fun, especially before you can fly.
Oh my God, yeah. It's your first little treat.
Yeah, you pick him up in Monstro. Bambi, yes, you mentioned he drops little magic. Is Bambi a he? What's Bambi's pronouns?
Bambi's a boy. But he looks like a girl when he's a kid because he's a prince. He's like the deer prince. He's the Lion King of the forest.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's a boyfriend who looks like a girlfriend that I had in February of last year.
Yes,
yeah.
I love Bambi so much, and I love Baby Bambi. I think his design is so cute.
Yeah, that was one where like the evolution to 3D graphics felt seamless and correct.
He looks great. He's being adorable. He's frolicking, and wherever he frolic, little magical bubble come out. And it's very fun because there's the April showers sequence in Bambi, which I think this might be an homage to that. Yeah, it's really lovely.
They call it the bounty of the forest, which is like that
makes perfect sense.
And Bambi is such a non-violent movie,
other than
the part that's very violent.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, like just leave him alone. Like he's not going to be he's going to ram people with his antlers?
No,
like what are you going to do?
Yeah, you can't have adult Bambi because I think Baby Bambi's too iconic. So you have to have Baby Bambi and don't touch my boy.
Don't touch my boy.
Don't
leave him
touch
alone.
him.
And which is also why you pick him up in Winnie the Pooh.
Yes.
Like, you don't even get him in a place where violence is possible.
Wholesome meets wholesome.
Exactly.
Nice time.
Exactly. Mushu just spouts fireballs from up above your head. It's great. You pick him up in the Maleficent fight.
I think that's crazy. I actually really hate that very much.
Why?
I don't know why. Because I know it's like, dragon.
Dragon.
But Mushu, one, I think Mushu feels like an early game summon rather than a late game summon.
Yeah.
It feels very anticlimactic to get Mushu that late in the game, personally.
Well, that's why they made his move really good.
Fair.
But I think also, like, the power of his move doesn't scale with, like, the power of his personality in his movie. You're absolutely right.
No, absolutely not. And I think, like, just shooting little puff, like, I need big force. I need big, strong force at that point for me. Because the fate of the world is, like, looming on the horizon. So having little sweet squiggly guy on my shoulder shoot fireball doesn't feel like it meets the moment.
I agree. I think Mushu, specifically in Kingdom Hearts 1, really comes from the pressure of, like, the movie just came out. And it's
That's
pretty popular.
100%.
Mushu was a huge part of the popularity of Mulan, I think.
Oh, 100%.
And so there was a lot of pressure to, like, put him wherever they could make it fit. And they were like, there's a dragon as a boss. Put him with the dragon.
Get him.
You know? So, like, they really wanted Mushu in the game. And that's something we'll notice with summons, that summons are a way for Disney to try to get their most recent release into the game at all costs.
Oh, no. I think I know where this is going.
So
oh, no.
We'll come back. Genie.
Great.
Fantastic summon.
Great summon.
One
of the best ones.
Yeah, I mean, because of the variety. Genie has fire, blizzard, like he has different things he can do.
Yeah.
And so you can bring him out in different scenarios and he does different stuff. As opposed to Mushu, where like, if you're fighting something that's strong against fire, you don't use Mushu.
No.
You know? And then there's Tinkerbell, which...
Best one. Sorry, no, hands down, best one. No question.
Because it's extra healing.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And-
oh my God, it's literally just the free regen spell, but Tinkerbell's here, and I'm happy she's here.
Yeah!
I love her so much.
Put her in the game.
Put her in the game, baby. Get her in here, queen.
Yeah, so all of these are ways, you know, like, they didn't want to do a full Dumbo level. Bambi would have been a fun, like, variation on the 100 Acre Woods formula.
Absolutely, it would have.
But
Dear Sora.
Yeah, I know.
Skunk, Goofy, Rabbit, Donald.
Like little woodland pond duck Donald. Turn him into, like, a real duck.
And the little flowers in the field.
Really cute.
The April showers. Oh, sorry, actually, I'm realizing how much I love Bambi. The part where he just goes, bird.
When is our, like, Kingdom Hearts Pocopia, where it's just, like, slice of life in Kingdom Hearts world, but there's no combat? You know what I mean?
Fucking awesome. Kingcopia.
Kingcopia. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts Decidua...
Yeah,
life.
Realm of Heartlight.
Yeah.
Oh, fairy tales time. That would have been a good slice of life, land of the fairy tales time.
Oh, back in the age of fairy tales. It's so good. Yeah, I want that.
And what do they have? They have that weird Square Enix, like, the time of my life, where it's like a weird farming simulator.
I don't even know about that.
It was we'll talk about it later. Okay. But yeah,
you know, much the same way I feel like there's like a Stardew Valley but with chocobos in there somewhere.
Yes, please.
You know, so like anyway.
Yeah, just us on our If I Ran the Zoo, but for Final Fantasy.
Well, but that's the thing. So like, Bambi's not going to get his own level. Dumbo's not going to get his own level.
Right.
You know, they weren't ready for a Mulan level because I think it was too much on the tail end.
Too early. Yeah.
You know. I wonder why they didn't do a Lion King level earlier, but I think maybe just like the engine, they only had enough to make Sora a boy, let alone figure out how to transform him to make sense.
The scope of the game is already quite large, and I think creating Simba Sora, I'm glad we got it when we did.
Yeah, it took them time to come up with that.
Yeah,
I think they needed the time to come back to that.
Yeah,
I made my parents call me Simba when I was
I know,
growing,
you mentioned you called your uncle Scar or your dad Scar.
Yeah, there was like a whole thing. We'll come back to it. Yeah. But basically, I had protagonist syndrome hard, so I was Simba, of course.
Amazing.
You know, and then there's ways where Genie and Tinkerbell are involved. It's like we had their worlds, but it's a way to carry those worlds forward to like make you not forget the things you already did in the game, make it feel like progress.
It feels like a trophy or a souvenir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's cool that it's an active souvenir that also then helps you later.
100%.
I think actually that's what makes Genie and Tinkerbell feel like the realest summons.
Yes, because you experience those stories.
Yeah.
It would have been interesting to see if they had fully moved away from like characters that don't get worlds to just summons that come from the worlds you interact with. And I think the reason why they didn't do that is because they probably couldn't find enough translatable characters.
Yeah, what is it?
Phil would have been a good...
No, Pegasus.
Pegasus would have been a good option, but Pegasus isn't in Kingdom Hearts 1. In later games, maybe.
But, yeah. I mean, there's... Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if a Phil summon would do anything for me, really. I would
get up on the Hydra's back.
Yeah, but it would be like what? It'd be like the Cheshire Cat and Turk.
Yeah.
Or
just be like standard gorilla, because I don't even think Turk technically appears in Deep Jungle. Yeah. Or the Jaguar. When you defeat the Jaguar, that could have been kind of fun and weird.
But in this game, they're your friends that help you out.
Yes.
And I don't think you were friends with the Jaguar.
Not so much.
So it's a tougher ask about that version of it.
Yes.
And then also you wouldn't get the benefits that Disney clearly wanted of filling
more tie-ins,
out.
More characters,
Right. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories had summon cards, because everything is cards in Chain of Memories.
Everything be carding.
So it's the same list as Kingdom Hearts 1, the exact same. You can get all 6 of them. There's one extra summon card in Chain of Memories Cloud is also a summon.
I was going to ask. Yeah, because I remember you could get Cloud and you could have him help you in battle.
Yeah, he's a summon card you get after Olympus.
That's awesome. And I wish that he had been a summon in Kingdom Hearts 1. That would have been a really fun.
Would have been a really cool summon to take away from that. Yeah.
That would have been really cool. And then just his like cross the screen slash move would have been really fun.
His like Omni Slash, just like one thing and go.
And it would have been kind of fun to make a Final Fantasy character into a summon in a Kingdom Hearts game.
And if that's what it is, you summon him for a big slash and he leave, that feels like a Final Fantasy summon. So for the Final Fantasy character to be the Final Fantasy feeling summon would be extra cool.
You could have also gotten Squall that way too. Like get the Final Fantasy crew back in there in a fun way.
Yeah, I'll give it to them that like they were clearly trying to do something else with Leon.
Clearly. So that we lost along the way.
I think they weren't doing that with Cloud, and so Cloud could have been. That would be cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cloud is a great card in Chain of Memories. I use that card constantly.
Yes, Cloud. Because it's just, sometimes you just need something to overwhelm the map.
Yeah, just like leave me alone so I can get my deck back together for a
Please,
second.
I beg. Yeah. Can you handle these boys?
Yeah. In Kingdom Hearts 2, real summons are back, baby.
Yeah, welcome back.
And this time, we don't even have to have a you get their crystallized heart and you bring them to the fairy godmother to activate them, and then you could use, like in Kingdom Hearts, like you find a charm when you meet a guy and he's just hanging out. That guy's usually already just hanging out.
Yep.
You just get a charm, and once you have the charm, you can summon him.
The charms are really cool. I'm about to be very upset because there's a summon in this game that I'm upset exists.
Oh, it's the very first one. Do you want to talk about Chicken Little?
Let's talk about Chicken Little. So here's the situation.
So like right before Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, like right before,
there was an animated film called Chicken Little, which is based off of a folklore tale or
classic a fable.
A fable about a chicken that can tell that the sky is falling.
Yeah.
I believe in the original fable, the sky is not falling.
I believe that's true.
Then they're like, no, it's not. You're just worried about nothing. It's fine.
Right.
And I believe it's a parable about like, don't freak out about things that aren't like, don't work yourself up into a frenzy.
Yeah. And then in their 2004 Disney Wisdom, they were like, but what if it's like a camouflage panel of a UFO?
Yeah. What if the sky is falling?
And it's secretly aliens.
And then the
kids gotta fight aliens.
And his best friend is the ugly duckling who he obviously is going to have a crush on.
Yep.
And we're celebrity stunt casting the thing to hell.
Zach Braff plays Chicken Little. Zach Braff from Scrubs.
And then who plays the dad? The dad's another stunt cast as well.
Oh, Gary Marshall.
Gary Marshall. Now that's someone. He has a theater named after him.
Yeah, he was on the Dick Van Dyke Show and a bunch of other stuff.
God.
Yeah, that was big stunt cast.
It was definitely like, it was one of those movies too that was really presenting itself as like, I don't even know what you'd call it. Oh my God.
They really wanted it to be their next franchise and have 3 sequels, and then it just bombed.
And like a TV series.
Yeah.
It was definitely presented, I think, as maybe a big comedy vehicle. They really wanted to were doing something.
They were doing that. It was like of a similar era of like Home on the Range. Like that was Disney trying to get off of the Disney Renaissance and figure out what they were doing next.
The identity crisis was happening.
Yeah.
It also like Bolt felt like a step in the right direction from those experiments.
Yes, because that was like during this experimental phase, what if we trust John Lasseter to figure it out?
Yeah.
Back when we didn't know things about what John Lasseter was doing.
Yeah, we didn't know yet.
Oof.
Yeah, that was a murky period for Disney.
Right. So it's kind of one of those things where like Disney was really pushing it, and if their plans had succeeded, they would have been like, great, another classic Disney character showing up in Kingdom Hearts, we love it. But because of the lack of cultural impact of the Chicken Little movie, him in Kingdom Hearts 2 feels so weird.
It's so weird, and it feels, partially because of the art style of Chicken Little, it doesn't feel like a Disney character.
Yeah, that was right when Disney was getting into their 3D-ness, and so they were establishing a 3D style, which now no longer fit the 3D translation of the 2D style they were already trying to do.
And it was at a time where Disney Animation made Disney movies, and Pixar made Pixar movies for Disney.
Yeah.
And Disney, for a while, tried to figure out if they could make CG animated movies on their own without Pixar.
This was it.
This was
them trying to, because at the time, Pixar and Disney were like,
they were in a messy breakup.
Yeah,
they were consciously uncoupling.
Yeah, Pixar was living on her girlfriend's couch for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, she was just trying to figure herself out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oof, I don't like that the end of that metaphor is that Disney bought Pixar and completely subsumed it.
Well, I think it's more that Disney went, I'm sorry, babe. I thought I could do it on my own.
Here's a diamond ring. ring.
Here's a diamond ring. I want to marry you. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have done this a long, long time ago.
Yeah,
and Pixar went, yeah, all right.
Thanks for fixing the metaphor. I was really worried there for a second.
No, it wasn't like, ha, 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 ha. It's more like, baby, come back. You can blame it all on me.
So in that messy period before we could have Toy Story and Kingdom Hearts, we got Chicken Little.
and he throws baseballs.
He throws baseballs. He like throws little marbles and they like sparkle.
Yeah.
And it causes damage.
It's very cute because Sora in the presence of a little guy is always like, hi, little guy, I will lift you up on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And that's a nice time. That's all, no matter who it is, it's a nice time.
Well, you know what? His attack is FPS mode, where they sort of bring you to first person and you can shoot things with the little marble device. Weirdly, I feel like that's a precursor to Shotlock.
Ooh, interesting.
You know?
Yeah. yeah.
Because then they put it in Birth by Sleep and they just let the protagonist do it without Chicken Little.
They're like, sorry, I don't know what I was thinking.
And then, it's a fun mechanic where, like, for a brief moment, you're in first person, then you go back to third person.
Yeah.
It, like, makes you feel really engaged.
Yes, absolutely.
So I feel like
unique.
it's such a weird...
They really put their whole Chicken Little-acy into trying to make that work. I still don't know how to use it. I still don't know how to use it. I think that's going to be my bit on the podcast. Hi, it's me, Mayanna. Thank you so much for listening to Simple and Clean, a Kingdom Hearts podcast. I am here to tell you about stuff like our Patreon. If you like this show, if you like supporting independent creatives, if you like hearing Mischa and I yap, you should join us on the Simple and Clean Patreon. It's called Simple and Clean Pod on Patreon. You can get ad-free versions of the episodes. You can also get access to the Secret Reports, where we do bonus content, where we talk about anime, we talk about other video games, we talk about TV shows or other things. And you know what else we talk about? We talk about what you want us to talk about. If there's topics you want to hear us talk about, we'll do that on the Secret Reports. We did it with Full Metal Alchemist. We'll have other polls coming up. We've got some really fun bonus content planned to talk about Final Fantasy X-2, Metaphor Ari Fantasio, Ghost in the Shell, and other things. Ooh, mysterious. So if you want to join us and support us over on Patreon, you can do it at Simple and Clean Pod on Patreon. Also, I have recently been cast in Dungeon Masters, a show for Wizards of the Coast, and I will be at Gen Con. If you like tabletop role-playing games and Dungeons and Dragons, come see me at Gen Con. It's in Indianapolis in early August. If you also like D&D, other things, I will be playing in a D&D show at San Diego Comic-Con with my friends over at StoryQuest with sound run by Mischa Stanton. So if you like the show and live near San Diego and are going to San Diego Comic-Con, you can come say hi to us and tell us if you like the show. Tell us if you hate the show. You can also tell us those things on Instagram. Ooh, it's all coming together, much like the plot threads of Kingdom Hearts. We are on social media. We're on social media in a couple places, namely Instagram and Blue Sky. We're posting really fun content there. Please engage with us, debate with us, like our silly little videos made by one and only Mischa Stanton. We love this show. We love making this show for you guys. We're having a lot of fun making it, and we would love your support. So again, you can do that on Patreon. You can engage with us on social media. You can share the show with a friend. You can leave us a review. You can leave us comments on the podcast. We just want to know what you like about it. We want to know if it's connecting with people. We love hearing from listeners who have had their love for this series reignited, who have tried the series for the first time, who are playing through it with their kids, who are just getting through a hard time via Sora, Donald, and Goofy exclusively in that order. So thanks for all of that. I'm done talking, except for I'm going to be talking more when you get back to the episode. So thanks, guys. Bye. Simple and Clean Podcast is a part of the Multitude Podcast Collective, a collective of creative and like-minded folks who make podcasts about things they like/know a lot about, like the show Dreaming Against the Machine. What might a good future look like? Dreaming Against the Machine is a podcast about envisioning a realistic and hopeful future. Each week, the show's host, journalist, and astrophysicist, Dr. Adam Becker, will have an earnest, and entertaining conversation with a guest about possible futures seen through the lens of history, science, and culture. In a world where tech oligarchs and their power fantasies are driving visions of the future, Dreaming Against the Machine aims to take back the terms of the public conversation about what our world can and should be. New episodes every Tuesday, wherever you get your podcasts. That's Dreaming Against the Machine. New episodes every Tuesday, wherever you get your podcasts.
So you get the baseball charm, and that's you get Chicken, because Chicken Little plays baseball in the movie.
Baseball.
Even though that has nothing to do with the book.
No.
He always wants his dad to cheer him on at baseball.
Yeah.
Chicken Little's so weird, man. It's such a weird
It would have almost been better for them to use like Meet the Robinsons, because at least that one has charm. Yeah.
I know. So Chicken Little appears in Kingdom Hearts 2 as this very strange artifact in Disney history.
Yes.
But is largely forgettable. You can just like completely not use them and it's fine.
Yeah, it's totally okay.
Next up, you get the lamp charm, which gives you Genie.
Nice
which
time.
you get after Aladdin wishes for Genie's freedom at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2's version of Agrabah, which is very nice and sweet.
And Genie is dressed like Sora now.
Yeah, so in the first game, he allows you to use your variety of spells, and those are like his menu of moves is maps to the different spells. In this, Genie can like pseudo become Sora's drive form transformations.
It's really cute.
So you get like Valor Genie and Wisdom Genie and Master Genie.
It's fun time.
It's
and he
very
gets
fun.
a Keyblade, right?
He gets his own Keyblade that's shaped like the lamp.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, we should include Genie, I guess, as a Keyblade wielder from now on.
I guess. I suppose so.
On the reserve squad.
Yeah. Genie's Keyblade standing in the dirt in the Keyblade graveyard surrounded by corpses.
Remember his sacrifice, his heroic sacrifice.
Yeah. So Genie, through these two appearances, becomes the like, and Genie's the one where you get like little variations on a cool variety of stuff Sora can do.
Yes.
It's very fun. Genie's pretty strong in Kingdom Hearts 2, I would say.
Yes, he's one of the stronger summons.
That's the one I ended up using the most, I think. When you go to Hollow Bastion to help them out with their computers got hacked.
They got hacked, baby.
Inside the big server farm underneath the castle, Stitch is just
hanging out.
He's just hanging out.
Crawling around, and you're like, oh my God. Because I'll say this too. Stitch, massively popular in Japan.
Hugely popular in
One
Japan.
of the most beloved, not just Disney characters in Japan, but characters, period.
There's like portions of Disney's Japanese presence that use Stitch to replace Mickey.
Yeah.
Like, that's how popular Stitch is.
Oh, yeah. He's awesome. So I'm sure the crowd went wild.
I mean, and it's funny because the way they introduce him in Kingdom Hearts 2 is also like, it's like you see him in the backgrounds of shots crawling in the walls. You're like, oh, he's coming. Oh, he's almost here. He's almost here.
Stitch!
Yeah. So there's like there's a build up in the way that there aren't for the others.
It's so fun.
And you can do two things with Stitch. He gives you the ukulele charm. So you can either play his ukulele, which causes like area stun, I think, or you can use his gun to shoot guys.
Things, because he do be shooting.
Because he does have like a goopy laser blaster.
He's a all of the projectiles in Lilo and Stitch are very goopy and round.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
It's a nice time.
Lilo and Stitch, so good.
Lilo and Stitch is up there for me.
Peak.
Which we'll talk about in the Birth by Sleep times.
Yeah. And then the last summon you get in Kingdom Hearts 2 is the Feather Charm, which brings back Peter Pan. Which is interesting because that's the first time we're confronting that, like, oh, that guy used to have his own level.
He did, and now he's just a guy.
Yeah.
It's funny, we've seen a summon graduate to having their own world.
This is the reverse.
This is the downgrade.
Right.
Yeah, and we will see Neverland appear as a world in the upcoming mobile games after Kingdom Hearts 2, but it's a very interesting presence for Peter Pan.
Yeah, it's a way where I think because, as we just talked about in our Neverland episode, that level in particular like feels really pivotal to the narrative, and they give it a little bit of a pedestal.
They do.
So I think this was a way to be like, we know this was everybody's favorite. We want to make sure it's included, but we aren't going to put the world in. So
also, yes, it's that, and also timeline-wise, the end of Peter Pan is what we see in Kingdom Hearts 1, and when we see it in later game installments, those things are happening either tangential or prior to the events of Kingdom Hearts 1, and so it wouldn't make narrative sense to bring Neverland back. So it's like, here's Peter Pan. We know you love him. This is it.
And also in a way where he doesn't have to grow or change at all. Like, he just
Exactly.
is who he is, and he's there, and you see him.
And it's unquestioning. We don't have to challenge it. Yeah.
The moves you get with Peter Pan, oh man, the way you like glide through and just like generate orbs like crazy. Oh, I love the Peter Pan summon. But you get him kind of late.
Yeah.
So I didn't end up using him as much as Genie, in that I used summons really at all in Kingdom Hearts 2, which is not a lot.
I would say summons, because you've got drive forms, which is like the new shiny keychain on the block.
And it's something happening to Sora.
Yes.
As opposed to like another guy is also there.
Yeah, so the presence of summons, it almost feels not like an afterthought, because there clearly was time and design work and implementation put into it, but it does feel like it's a significant downgrade.
It feels like they looked at the summon system and were like, if we don't carry this forward, people are going to be disappointed. We do have characters we want to include in the same way as the first game, but also like, this is not the focus of the design.
No, and we're putting all that energy towards reaction commands, drive forms, and just more combat stuff.
Yeah, the Keyblade like abilities and effects.
Yes.
The different stat boosts and whatever. Like everything's felt more centered around the Keyblade stuff of it, which is kind of how Kingdom Hearts 2 felt as a whole.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
And Sora's evolution as a wielder of the Keyblade, you want to give him the most cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so when they had all these systems that did something to the main character, as opposed to like stapling an extra thing on the side, like it felt more cohesive. I get why, but like, to be perfectly honest, like, you can run that entire game without touching a single summon.
And I think that was kind of what ended up happening to me when I played it, was it's fun to see them the first time, but more often than not, there's so much going on that I don't really feel like bringing one of my guys in is really going to help my situation at that moment. I could use that MP better on other things.
Gosh, I gotta heal myself, baby.
I gotta heal myself, baby.
Anyway, so summons are a full system in Kingdom Hearts 2 that you can unfortunately largely ignore. That's just the name of the game, just like Chicken Little. So it makes sense.
Yep.
Summons aren't in a large portion of the side games.
No.
Are there summons? Are there any nods to summons in 358?
Ooh, not that I can recall.
Right? It's just about different things.
It's really, well, it's also, the combat system in general is stripped down because you don't even have additional party members really
you're on
in the
DS.
same way. Yeah, you're on the DS. There are moments where like Shion and Axel might be fighting with you, but they don't have like a health bar. They're not like on your team.
Yeah, they're like NPCs that are controlled by their own AI. And
Exactly. Exactly. So you are very much alone in that way. And also I think because Roxas, the thing that I feel in the way that Sora does his summons is he puts his hand over his heart, and the light of his heart brings forth the summon.
Yes, he's always like calling upon the magic of his connection with that person.
Mm-hmm. And Roxas, being a creature with no heart, it doesn't really make sense necessarily for him to harness that same ability.
And then by the same limitation coded on the DS also, and, via the framing device, like, it's just Data Sora on his own.
Yeah.
So, they don't appear there. Birth by Sleep has a parallel thing called Dimension Links, or D-Links.
D-Links!
Gotta link that D.
D-Link. That's so funny. That would be like, it's like, instead of friends with benefits, it's like, oh, that's just my D-Link.
That's just my D-Link.
That'd be fucked up.
I don't think so. I kind of want to use that. It's kind of funny. In Birth by Sleep, Ventus, Terra, and Aqua can also summon the magic of their connection with the people they meet along the way to call them in for one big move.
Yes.
Where they help out, do one thing, and leave.
Yes.
That feels more like Final Fantasy summons.
It does.
It's a special move. Like, it's funny how Chain of Memories and Birth by Sleep are the place where summons feel more Final Fantasy-like.
Yeah.
As opposed to the action RPG game that Kingdom Hearts is.
I know. I imagine that's also because, going off of that again, it's like, in Birth by Sleep, you, again, don't really have party members.
Right.
As the games progressed, even in Dream Drop Distance, where you have your like monster hangout guys.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it in a second. But basically, you have dream eaters, like a collection of dream eaters.
Like Pokemon.
Like Pokemon.
Yeah.
But they take the place of having party members at all.
Yeah, so for the most part in 358 and Birth by Sleep, you don't have party members, therefore you don't have people you can sort of replace with temporary helpers.
Yeah, they just didn't build in the system for a second guy to even be in it.
No.
So instead they're like glorified special move battle animations.
Yes.
They are cool.
They are cool.
What I find interesting in Birth by Sleep specifically is that because we're rotating between 3 protagonist stories, that not all of the protagonists get all the same dealings with the same characters.
That makes sense to me.
You know, there's certain characters that like Ventus and Aqua get that Terra doesn't get, or that Aqua and Terra get that Ventus doesn't get. There's a couple that only Terra get or only Ventus gets.
I love that.
Here's a list of them. Of course, there's Mickey, Donald, and Goofy.
Makes sense.
Snow White and Cinderella, after you defeat their worlds, they become D-Links.
Love that.
Maleficent and Pete. Maleficent is only a D-Link for Terra.
That makes perfect sense.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's the guy who falls to darkness, so that makes sense.
And he's also the Riku.
Yes,
of
exactly.
That trio, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So Maleficent and Pete. Zack Fair is a D-Link.
Oh, right, because he's here.
Because Zack Fair from Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, and who died before Final Fantasy VII, is in Olympus Coliseum.
Is he Aqua's? If he isn't, that's fucked up. Is it Ventus?
There are no D-Links that are exclusive to Aqua.
That's just
that
sexism,
only Aqua
baby.
gets. It is sexism.
That's just straight up sexism.
It is straight up.
She's got the weight of the world on her shoulders.
My girl Aqua gets so shafted.
She gets
in
so
these
shafted.
fucking games.
And we will talk about it when we get to her episode, but oh man,
yeah,
that is fucking
Aqua's
insane.
And because of that, I truly do think Aqua's might be my favorite character in the story.
I do too. Well, that and like Aqua is she's an Utena type to me because she does in certain moments, especially with the princesses, operate almost as like a prince to them, which I think is so cool.
She sacrificed of herself to protect the vulnerable in her party. Yeah. Can you tell I've been watching Utena?
Yes. Oh my God. Wait, how far are you?
Not very, but I know it now.
Oh,
I'm like not up to the Dark Rose arc yet.
That's another secret report.
I know.
That's pulling weapons out of people's hearts.
Exactly. Yes.
Ding,
truly.
ding, ding.
Anyway, back to D-Links.
D-Links.
Stitch is a D-Link.
Oh, nice.
Peter Pan's D-Link.
Makes sense.
The then exclusive D-Link, Vanitas.
Oh.
Then can D-Link with Vanitas, which makes sense when you learn the secrets about who Vanitas is and why he's there.
Makes perfect sense.
Because it turns out he's part of Ven.
Oh, Ven for short?
Ven for short.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
He's the only guy in the whole game who has a nickname.
Yeah, well, you couldn't call her Ak. Or Tear.
Yeah, they're too short. Right? And then a thing about the PSP versions is that they had wireless link-up play with other devices.
Did.
So if you're playing with a friend, you can de-link them in as other protagonists of Birth by Sleep. So if you're playing as Aqua, your friend can come into your game and play as Terra.
That's a really fun idea.
It's
the
cool.
problem that I had with that and also like cable link trading for Pokemon was just the logistics involved.
Yeah,
bring a wire
devices.
to school and grab them at lunch and hope that they didn't forget they were going to hang out and link up consoles with you.
Can I tell you, I didn't mind that version because during the Pokemon Red and Blue days, I got exceptionally good at the duplicate glitch. Do you know about the duplicate glitch?
I certainly do.
It's a thing where in the middle of a trade in early Pokemon cartridges, you could like turn off one of the consoles at the exact right time and you'd both get a copy of the same thing.
Yep.
I got really good at that. I made like a little business about it at my school.
I love that for you. I was always just like, hey, did you remember to bring your Game Boy today? And they're like, oh my God, no, I forgot. And I'd be like, I really needed an Eevee today, bro. That was the thing keeping me from losing my mind in math class.
I need a Bellsprout.
I needed a Bellsprout.
Where is Growlithe?
Give me Growlithe. Come on.
I'll trade you a Machoke, I swear.
I got him. He's ready. But yeah, I think like that's a really fun premise because then again, we'll get there when we get there. But like with Birth by Sleep, you do feel this absence of your friends. So it's fun to kind of have a moment where your real life friend can be
where
your
like
in-game
if you actually do have a friend, we'll mechanically translate that into the game.
I love
neat.
that. That's awesome.
Neat.
That's awesome.
I don't think that portion of it made it into the HD.
I would doubt it. I would doubt it.
Because like, what are you gonna do? Connect through the PSN to find somebody to play Ventus for you?
Yeah, the likelihood of that happening is almost zero.
Right. And then we get to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
This one, I find the narrative portion of the summon as interesting as the Kingdom Hearts 1 version, if not more.
Yeah, I would agree.
but mechanically comes out identical to the Kingdom Hearts 2
Yeah,
one.
I know.
So in Kingdom Hearts 3, the support staff of the Warriors of Light, right? So we have like the Yensid,
the admin.
The three fairies from Sleeping Beauty. They're like on the boots on the ground, the acolytes of the Warriors.
Yes.
They create a new magic item called a Heart Binder.
Nice.
Which...
Trans icon, just kidding.
Yeah, no, correct.
No, yeah.
Oh my God, he's wearing his binder.
Not the binder, yes.
Anyways, they invent this specifically for Sora. They're like, you have a uniquely powerful version of this power to connect to other people's hearts. So we've made a device that taps into the way you do it specifically and makes it more powerful so you can summon things.
That's awesome. I
actually think that's kind of dope.
That's so dope.
To be like, oh,
you're special.
We have enough adventures that we can take your unique abilities and make technology out of it.
To enhance.
That feels like they put the 3 in Kingdom Hearts 3 in a way I love.
Yes, I love that.
Functionally identical to the Kingdom Hearts 2 version.
100%, yeah. How could it not be? How could it not be?
Yeah. So there's 5 summons in Kingdom Hearts 3. And again, it's the kind of game where you really could play the whole game and never see them at this at all.
Nope.
But here they are. The first one is a Dream Eater from Dream Drop Distance.
I remember when that happened. I was like, boo!
Specifically, it's a Dream Eater called Meow Wow, which looks just like a Squishmallow.
Yes, it does. It really, literally does.
Do you know why it's this one?
Because it's merchandisable?
Yes, but I'm going to give you a hint in this.
Okay.
There's a very Kingdom Hearts production-like reason that Meow Wow, the Dream Eater, is in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, is it because it's mountable in the same way that Sora is mountable? Or in Simba is mountable?
No. And as soon as I say it, you're going to kick yourself.
Yeah.
It's the only one of the Dream Eaters that Namura himself designed. Of course.
God, of course.
Of course that's why it's in there.
And also, get it, King.
Get it, King.
Slay. Slay the house, boots down, Houston, I'm deceased. Get your bag, King. Yeah, you designed that little guy. Get him in here, babe.
Yeah.
You've been working really hard. You've been chain smoking in the parking lot, and baby, we get it. Get him in there. Yes, girl.
Would I understand what the fuck you're saying if I watched RuPaul's Drag Race? Is that what it is?
Okay, so here's the other thing, and I will talk about it more when we do our Namura episode.
Okay.
There's a documentary about the making of Advent Children, which was, and he is exhausted. And he's smoking, and I was a teenager. I think I was like 13 or 14. I was like, wow. Even then, I saw the exhaustion in that man. The absolute, but he can't help it. He gets it done.
And that's why that movie looks so good.
He gets it done.
That movie looks great.
You can put as many belts on a guy as you want, sir. I can't imagine the meetings
Designed
you're
a whole
in.
fashion line for that movie.
I can't imagine the meetings you're in,
Yeah.
King.
Anyway.
Put Meow Wow in there, babe.
So that's why Meow Wow is in there.
Yes, girl.
Other summons. Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, that one is.
Well, that's a way. I think that's another way to do like a genie-like thing.
Absolutely.
Where like because if he's from a bunch of video games in his movie, he has different powers for each of the little video games.
So fun.
That's kind of fun.
That's fun.
Also, another one that was like, this was pretty recent. We should put him in there.
And you know what? In this case, I was like, ooh, more.
Yeah.
If anything, I was like, I want more now.
Yeah.
Give me more Wreck-It Ralph.
I think like Wreck-It Ralph is a big contender for a world in Kingdom Hearts 4.
I
actually.
would say so as well.
Especially because of the scene in Wreck-It Ralph 2 where all the princesses are in one room and they get to talk to each other.
Yes, absolutely.
That is the most Kingdom Hearts thing in all of Disney Works, including Kingdom Hearts.
Agreed. No, I agree. Completely.
You know, so I think Wreck-It Ralph's probably a shoo-in, actually.
I feel pretty good about it.
So this was a good like precursor to more later.
The only thing that might be a hindrance to it is the critical reception of Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Yeah, it wasn't great. No. The first one is
excellent.
great, though.
Yeah,
and I think they can let that stand.
I think so, too.
You know, it's not like they're kicking out Ariel because, like, Little Mermaid 2 was kind of lame.
You're right, but they certainly did downgrade her quite a bit.
Because Ariel is a summon in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Which is nuts. And I will say this. They do a lot of weird elemental things with the summons. Like, Simba is a fire lion now.
Yes, and Kingdom Hearts 3 was the one where they were like, we're in the Unreal Engine, we can have water spells now.
Yes, we can have water spells now. Yeah. So Ariel is completely water form. Mm-hmm. So she's like a translucent blue all the way across. She feels more like a fairy or like an essence.
Or like a time trial ghost in Mario Kart.
Yes, that too.
That's how I got it. That's the sense I got.
Absolutely. And I didn't really understand why that was the design decision.
Yeah. That's if you're gonna have her, just have her. And
Just
she
have
can do water spells. That's
she can
fine.
splash through the world. Like, I think that's fine.
Yeah, in Kingdom Hearts universe, why wouldn't she know water?
I guess maybe the idea, because she like splashes in and out of the ground, right? So maybe. I mean, I could see the executive note of like, it looks like she's trying to slam into the ground, but if she's made of water, then that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's one of those notes that I could see an exec giving. Yeah.
Simba's back as a summon. Upgrade to full world for Kingdom Hearts 2 and then back down. Simba is like a big fire lion you can ride. And I saw a recent speedrun stat.
Yes.
Of riding that through the part of Arendelle where you have to be in the snowstorm.
Yes, it can help you clear a lot of area really
That's pretty
quickly.
cool.
No, I think that's sick. That's
sick.
awesome. Yeah.
That's the reason you use summons in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Any percent.
Very disappointed that my boy got downgraded after getting the upgrade.
Yeah, but they were never going to do the we have kids now world.
I would have seen it.
I would have seen it. I just don't think they would do it. I think rule seems to...
But it's Romeo and Juliet. It's about bringing people together.
I agree, but they seem to have a mandate that it's like, if it's a sequel movie, we don't talk about it.
I guess.
I don't know.
Because I've also gotten some ask. We've gotten some ask at this point about like TV properties that might make it to Kingdom Hearts 4. It's like, it's kind of the same thing where like, it's really just like the top marquee movies they're interested in.
It's the movies. It's the main 100 movies.
Yeah. So
that seems to be the rule.
I do think of all of that generation of Disney sequels, like Lion King 2 feels like a Kingdom Hearts world.
It does. It really, really does. I agree with you. But I think, again, it's the same thing with like Melody never shows up. Yeah. Ursula's crazy sister never shows up. Like, they don't touch the sequels. They don't want to do it. I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah.
And then Stitch is back.
Yay! My boy.
I'm not going to lie. I don't even remember Stitch being in Kingdom Hearts 3. I was probably already at the point where I was ignoring the summons entirely.
Yeah.
And I just like missed it.
Yeah.
Dang.
I know.
I love Stitch. What does he do?
Too. I don't know.
If you played Kingdom Hearts 3 enough to know what the Stitch summon does, send us a message in a bottle about it.
Let us know, because I can't remember.
Right.
There was like a whole world you mentioned offhand when we were talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 at a different time, and I was just like, oh, right. Like, I fully like blocked it out. I was like, huh.
They yada the most yadas in Kingdom Hearts 3.
They really do. I'm excited to get back to Kingdom Hearts 3 because it's been now so long since I played it the first time that it will basically be a new game to me.
Yeah, I'm going to have to like dig into stuff I didn't care about because I'm like, well, now I got to do it for the podcast.
Now I got to do research. Yeah.
For this podcast.
Donate to the Patreon. Yeah, the podcast.
Yeah. So that summons fun ways to visit and revisit characters.
Yeah.
But they can often be odd choices. They don't quite have the emotional impact that Final Fantasy summons do, but they impact in their own little way.
It's fun.
It's definitely fun.
It's fun.
It's the fancy-free part of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, hey, do you want another character to be cute for a little bit? Here you go.
I haven't if I ran the zoo
so
for summons.
Listen, I wanted to get through our final thoughts on summons as they are.
Okay.
Because for the next... look at your podcast app, listeners.
Yes.
However many minutes are left,
yes.
we're doing If I Ran the Zoo on summons, baby.
Okay, all right. So final thoughts on summons as they appear in the game. I think fun idea. I think neat novel.
I think way too ignorable.
Way too ignorable.
If you're going to do it, I would rather like it be something.
I feel like what they've done in the Final Fantasy VII Remake games is you have to build up to a summon.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see the gauge filling up and you're like, oh, come on. Mm-hmm. Oh, baby. Just a little. We just gotta hold on to what we've got. And then we get a summon. And that feels like you've earned this big hit. And also the summons in Final Fantasy VII Remake stick around for a second. They have a certain amount of moves they're allowed to do. You can either charge up to their big move like twice or three times, or you can hit them with their like smaller move a bunch. It feels like a moment and it's really, really great. I think that for the combat, and also the combat in Kingdom Hearts, especially as we get into those later games, it's so fast-paced.
It's fast-paced. It's visually stimulating. Mm-hmm. The amount of things darting around the field increase. You
have to be head on a swivel at all times.
Yeah.
It feels like the summons don't have the best way of being integrated into that combat flow. Mm-hmm. without it kind of breaking the flow you're already in.
Yeah. That's the difference between Final Fantasy as a turn-based system where like the plotting methodical nature allows for that like anticipation and build up to a thing. But when you're in real-time action, you just get another guy?
Yeah.
And you already have a couple guys.
I mean, I imagine, because I think about this with Final Fantasy VII Remake again, where it's like, why am I limited to 3 party members?
Yeah.
And I think about it with Kingdom Hearts a lot. Like, why can't I just have that 4th party member? I'm sure there's an absolute scope capacity design issue of like, well, we tried it with 4 and it broke the game. And you're like, got it, cool, no worries. Yeah. But it would be cool to have, in addition to your 2 guys, a 4th guy, because having a 4th guy for some of those fights could really turn the tides a bit, especially a guy that can maybe take some hits without going down. That would be really nice.
You know what could be fun? This is even before we get to the main section of If I Ran the Zoo, which I anticipate to be hefty in this episode. Now imagine a world with me. Jiminy's not just the chronicler. Jiminy's the summoner.
The harbinger of all wishes.
So before you go, you program him with like a default summon and you go in with Donald, Goofy, and Simba, for example. And then you can go into your menu to Jiminy's menu.
Yes.
And you pick out because he's the guy who has the book that's full of all
everything.
the friends.
And
he's
other
the host.
thing,
he exists between Disney properties.
That would be really cool. The other thing I was thinking is like when you go into combat, you use Jiminy and he like rifles through the book and then a guy pops out of his book. That would be so sick.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
I had that thought.
Yeah, I like that.
As I was trying to think of ways for Jiminy to be more like a normal party member for a Jiminy episode.
Oh, yeah.
So like Jiminy as a Voker could be like a neat way to bring them, like if you had 4 party members, and then you have like your Donald, your Goofy, and like a switchable thing.
I love that. I think that's fantastic. Yeah, I think that would have made a lot of sense. I think that like, as you said, it's too easy to sort of not use them at all.
Yeah.
And that's a bummer.
Yeah, I think there's a portion of it I mean, unless we're just going to ignore it again for Kingdom Hearts 4, or even not have them. But like there is a version of it where like Kingdom Hearts does its Final Fantasy X, where like all of a sudden they're focusing on the summons in the story for a reason.
Yes.
I think there's too much going on in Kingdom Hearts' overall
lore,
story and stuff that, there's too much Keyblade stuff going on.
There's too much Keyblade stuff going on. And the other thing I've been thinking about, like, because we talk a lot about like why don't the Princesses of Heart come back, like why do their roles kind of shrink as Kingdom Hearts progresses. I think partially out of a like scope need, partially out of a like relationship with Disney need, the Disney characters take up less of the overall plot as the games progress, and they then get replaced instead with original characters doing their own thing.
Right. And so the characters that are only in there to be seen for a minute, those are the first ones to go.
100%. And also, like, it would be hard to find a way to get them centered in the narrative because by its very nature, Kingdom Hearts utilizes Disney as a way to bolster its own narrative, but Disney itself is never the focal point of the narrative.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Unless that becomes part of the reality versus fiction plot.
Ooh, which could be really interesting.
So there is potential. I don't know. Summons are in a weird space, especially in Kingdom Hearts. Like, things have vaguely conspired for them to be like a fun but unimportant addition, I feel like.
Absolutely.
Which is unfortunate for all the people who like work on that system, I guess.
I know. And I mean, like, it gives you additional combat variety. It gives you something fun to, like, especially if you're goofing around, if you're just grinding or you're trying to do for your streaming channel an all summons run. Right.
Is fun.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. Could be.
That could be fun. Yeah. All summons. Doing all summons.
No drives, only summons.
Yeah. That would be challenging.
It would be like the equivalent of like a Nuzlocke,
That's
like just
so funny.
You do a lot of things out of your way to make it harder for yourself.
100%. Yeah.
So,
all right, let's do it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Who do you want to see as a summon in future Kingdom Hearts games?
Oh man. Just to carry forward the weirdo tradition, I think Bolt.
Okay.
Get Bolt in there. I don't know what he would do, but I want to see him in there.
Can I be real about Bolt? I associate him way too hard with John Lasseter.
I mean, that and also John Travolta.
That too.
Too many Johns.
Too many Johns who are sex pests.
Yeah, but it was just the dog running around being a dog.
Cute dog.
Cute
That's
dog.
True.
Maybe he could dig up items for you.
Yeah, very Bambi-like that way.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, do you want to do this where we trade back and forth one-on-one?
Yes, absolutely.
Cusco in llama mode.
Done.
Running around, llama butting.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Gorgeous time.
Yep.
I feel like they could do something too with like a random spotlight follows him for no reason.
Yeah, or like David Spade's narrator voice.
Yes,
quippy
exactly.
Things. That's funny.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Ooh, I would want. There's so many little guys in Disney, which is lovely about it.
And I had the advantage on you because I made a list.
I know, yeah. I was like, of course we're doing it if I ran the zoo for this one. Oh, you know what would be a kind of fun weird one? The little flower girlies from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, cute.
Like the ones, the choir with the little rose faces.
What would they do?
I think they could trip enemies.
Cool.
Like little vine growth on the ground.
Oh, like difficult terrain, but Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I like that. Yeah. Okay, my next one. I thought a lot about this one, about what from this property would make it in, and I think I found the best one. Bruce from Finding Nemo.
100%.
Big shark.
100%. Yes.
Because then that allows you to make a future Finding Nemo world where you can run across Bruce and be like, hey, we already know each other.
We already know each other, yeah. I have two Fantasia ones.
Okay.
So I'll do one and then we'll trade, and then I have another one. The hippo ballerinas from Fantasia.
Yeah.
That's a big heavy hitter.
Summoning a dance sequence to flood the field for a minute.
Yes, please. Spinning ballerina hippos, knocking everybody on their ass.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
The big bird from Up.
Oh, hell yeah. Kevin?
Yeah.
Who's a girl? Hell yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, I think that would be really funny.
That would be so good. Dash from Incredibles.
Yeah, I was thinking about like just a bunch of like
all of the Incredibles, really.
They put it in the genie slot where instead of having different little moves, you have the different Incredibles.
Yeah, you get a different family member each time, and you don't get to, and sometimes it's Frozone.
Right, or like sometimes it's a big hit, sometimes it's, super speed. Sometimes it's
force field. Because like you have Reflect.
That's true, Reflect. Yeah.
That would have been like free Reflect for like 30 seconds.
Pretty good.
Come on,
yeah,
dude.
That's pretty fun. It's my turn because I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Gosh, I get my own turn.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Morph from Treasure Planet.
Done. Easy. Totally understand it. Makes perfect sense to me, baby.
Cool.
Yes. The green vegetation goddess from Fantasia 2000.
Okay.
Probably something, again, very healing, regen.
Yeah, wondering if it's like too similar for the kids of the world to Tafiti.
Oh!
From Mayanna. And that's too big, but I do think Maui would make a good one.
Maui would be great.
And then we're giving Dwayne The Rock Johnson the work he needs.
Needs? No, he doesn't. That man is doing too many jobs.
I love you so much.
Oh my God. I love you too. Merlin. Get Merlin in the mix.
Yeah?
Yeah, get him back in the mix.
Could be fun. But he's so, like, floppy about it.
I know,
That's
give me a little floppy. Like, get the furniture. Get me some dancing furniture and knock over some boys.
You want to talk about some floppy boys that should be Disney summons in the Disney video game? Fucking Muppets.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Give me a Muppet.
Put the Muppets in Kingdom Hearts.
Just have them stampeding everywhere with, like, random theater equipment.
Animal just randomly jumps at a guy.
I love that. Oh,
come on.
That's good.
Miss Piggy barreling through enemies. So good.
I've got one.
Okay.
Powerline.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Goofy randomly changes into a disco outfit and you don't know why?
You get like just a 10-second rhythm game, and if you do it good, it causes a bunch of damage.
Like Oron's ultimate move where you have to hit a bunch of buttons in a row.
Yeah, exactly like that.
I love that.
They already have the tech for it.
I love it.
Is it Kita from Atlantis?
Yes.
What is it's something
Kita.
From Atlantis. But
yeah,
like
the
it's
girly.
Kita, but like is that the choice is what I'm asking. Like it's her.
Oh, is it her? I think that would be a fun one, or the demolitions expert / that weird mole guy.
Oh, the mole guy is fun. Those two guys at the same time is a really good choice.
Yeah, that would be great.
True.
I think how many more do you have?
I can skip some.
No, how many more do you have?
A bunch.
Ooh. Okay, let me think. Oh, okay. This is my last one.
Okay.
So my last one, and then I want to hear the rest of your list.
Okay.
Is all 7 princesses of Heart, and they come together and shoot a magical giant light beam, like giga flare.
They
cannon.
like summon a dive to the heart in the sky.
Yeah,
that
and it just
shoots a
comes
beam.
down.
That's like the Bahamut of Kingdom Hearts.
That's the Bahamut. It's like all 7 princesses spinning in a line, and Sora's looking at each of them, and they like do a little like tap on his shoulder or a little like kiss or something.
Or Kairi summons her sisters when she's the playable character of the game we're playing because we're in Magical Christmas Land.
That would be dope.
I'm playing as Kairi, and she can summon the other 6 and the 7 of them, and you do a thing.
Yes, I love that.
Awesome.
That rules.
That's
All right, run me through the rest of your list.
I have
I'm
a bunch
so
because I spent a bunch of time on Wikipedia pages and whatever. Here's what popped out to me. The 3 caballeros.
Yes.
Could be fun.
Yes.
And then Doll gets to do something.
They say we are birds of a feather.
Yeah. Eve from WALL-E.
Oh my god.
Pretty cool.
Yes.
And she can just be like a sentry thing and fire bolts, but she's
Shoot
there and she's rad.
Everybody, queen, and fly, spin. Yes, girl.
Exactly. Different emotions from Inside Out.
Fun.
Summon anger, summon fear, summon disgust.
The thing that I would love is for that to change Sora in some way.
Yeah, and he transforms and he becomes a color and then he acts a different way.
Yes.
Yeah, very fun.
I like that.
Obviously, Awkwafina dragon character from Raya the Last Dragon.
Oh my god, yes.
You know, I don't remember what that character's name is, but it's the Awkwafina dragon.
The Awkwafina dragon. Give me that Awkwafina dragon.
Yeah.
She's very cool, and she's got a great design, and she can fly and hop on magical water things. It's great.
Yeah, she has a bunch of powers.
Yes.
She's very powerful.
Yes.
I think of all the characters in previous games that aren't coming back that I would want to see as a summon, Tron.
Oh my god.
Summon Tron.
Bring me my
You can summon him from anywhere.
Not Tron Ares.
No.
Regular Tron.
Regular Tron, please.
Blueberry flavor Tron, please.
You know what? I'd even take Korra. She's already in the games. She's in Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah, give me Korra.
Put Korra in.
Yeah,
I like
any
her.
of them. I'll take any of them.
Yeah, so I think that would be really cool. And then I started thinking about like, okay, is this a way to include the newest properties that Disney has acquired since Kingdom Hearts 3 without having to make them their own worlds?
Okay.
Freaking summon Iron Man.
Ooh, yeah.
Summon.
Give me the Avengers. Yeah, give me the Doctor Strange moment at the end of Infinity War.
Summon the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, wow.
I don't need to go there, but that'd be a great way to include them for a second.
Right before the movie comes out,
I'm
too.
saying.
Ooh.
Summon Neytiri from Avatar.
Whoa.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So this would be a great way because I think they know. I think that Square Enix and Disney are both smart, and they know that the fans are going to be like, what are we doing about that for Kingdom Hearts 4, guys?
Yeah.
And this is a great way to put it in without addressing it.
I would love that.
And so
I would love to not address it.
I think all of that, this is a great way to get the 20th Century Fox, Marvels, all of that stuff.
Oh man.
Just to appease people and just to have them stop asking, you know?
Yeah, it's like I don't want to go to Pandora.
I don't want to go to Pandora, but I do think it'd be cool to summon Neytiri for a hot second.
That would be cool.
For her to like fire some arrows and leave.
Yeah, throw me a spear and then pop off, queen.
Exactly. So like summons remain this really versatile tool for the game, like as a storytelling unit.
Yes.
To a point where like the ignorability of it could be to its advantage.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
And the one summon that I desperately need over all others, I need this summon so bad. I need this character in the game by any means necessary. Della Duck from the 2017 DuckTales.
Oh, that'd be great.
I love Della
She's
Duck.
the best.
She went from not even really being a character that people knew who existed to being so cool and
so
fresh.
dope.
I love her in that show. She's so rad.
That would be really, really fun.
I want Della Duck to fly in on her plane and then swoop in and do something and then leave.
I also think it would be fun to have Scrooge and the 3 nephews as summons.
I agree. Especially from the 2017 reboot where it's the Gravity Falls action adventure of it all. But like all of them would be great additions, I think. But like, if I got Della, I'd be fine.
Hell
you know what I mean?
Happy to take that one.
I love her so much, and I just want her there.
That would be a really nice time.
There's so many things they could do.
The possibilities are endless. I just hope they all have cool abilities that make it the juice worth the squeeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we've missed anybody on our exhaustive list of who could be a summon in the next Kingdom Hearts game, let us know. Send us a message in the bottle about it.
Yeah, we'll happily read off any and all missives regarding summon pitches we missed.
Yeah, I could only skim so many Wikipedia articles at once. I'm sure I missed some.
Yeah, and
Please.
also maybe there's a latent Disney property we hadn't thought about. So, yeah.
So hit us up, summon us to your aid whenever you're feeling down and dark, because we're on a podcast and we can be with you wherever you have a mild internet connection or have downloaded the MP3. Thanks for listening to Simple and Clean, the Kingdom Hearts podcast. I've been Mischa Stanton.
And I've been Mayanna Berrin.
And we'll continue to be so, I think.
Yeah.
I have to check.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Yeah. Bye.